Hi, I'm Markus and I'm a product manager at TeamViewer. In this demo, we'll walk you through how TeamViewer integrates into everyday IT routines, transforming support operations, reducing manual effort, and allowing technicians and support agents to focus on what truly matters, solving issues and delivering exceptional service. Over the course of the past 2 decades, TeamViewer has consistently empowered IT and after-sales teams to streamline operations and improve their IT processes. TeamViewer remote connectivity software is now the global standard for companies that prioritize remote work. It helps manage incidents more efficiently, increases productivity, lowers support costs, and enables a mobile workforce. Today, we'll demonstrate the next generation of remote support powered by AI, designed to elevate the productivity of IT and field service teams. Let's explore how these solutions work in practice. Organizations today face increasing pressure to manage complex and dispersed IT and OT environments. Tasks include intensive troubleshooting, remote guidance, and constant coordination across multiple teams. TeamViewer's solution enables teams to stay connected and productive. The seamless integration with Microsoft's ecosystem further enhances productivity for companies already using Microsoft solutions. With AI-powered session insights, each remote session is automatically captured and analyzed. AI surfaces and summarizes the most relevant details, such as configuration changes, terminal commands, registry keys, and key troubleshooting steps. This allows IT teams to review actions taken during a session quickly, diving deep into the critical information when necessary. The insights are then presented in a clear and digestible format, making it easy for teams to follow up or audit sessions efficiently. To achieve a high standard of documentation, agents no longer need to spend 5 to 10 minutes on manually crafting a case summary. Session Insights does the work instead, providing an on-spot summary that can be reviewed and shared easily. This is important for service case handovers or escalations to make sure agents can pick up a service case from where the previous agent left off and do not need to start the troubleshooting process from scratch, leading to longer resolution times and customer frustration. Learnings can also be shared much quicker with the team by simply exporting session summaries. Teams can use AI session insights to quickly identify recurring issues and prioritize critical tasks, helping them to stay ahead of potential problems, optimizing response times, and improve overall service quality. Let's have a look at the new features right in the product by following an end-to-end user journey. We start with activating session insights, that's what we can see here, and end with an automatically generated summary. One important remark up front. Session Insights is designed in a way that your organization has full control over the use of AI-powered features. This means concretely that admins consciously activate Session Insights. They decide which devices to roll it out on, this maps to TeamViewer policies, and who can see Session Insights, this maps to TeamViewer permissions. Let's start with activating TeamViewer AI terms and conditions. Once we've done that, we can also activate Session Insights. When we're doing this for the very first time, we'll also need to create a policy, so let's do this next. It's very comfortable. We are directly guided to the right place if we just click here on Create Policy. We create a new policy by, first of all, assigning a name and assigning the right rule to this policy. In our case, this is connection reporting and session insights for this device. Essentially, this rule makes sure that all the actions within a session are being captured. Let's save the policy, and then we have it available for further use. And we will now assign it to the devices we want the policy to be active on. We are assigning the policy we just created. And now we are set up so whenever from now on we conduct a TeamViewer session, all the content is being captured and also automatically a summary is generated for every session. We are now navigating to the device. We just assigned the policy to, double-click on the device, and then a connection starts. As a next step, we are fast forwarding. We've just finished the session, and we'll now look at the outcome. So we are navigating to the Automation and Insights page, scroll down to the table, and open the very first item in the table. The drawer opens on the right, and now I will briefly talk about the different elements of the session summary we see. At the top, we have a few tags on the issue type at hand, and then also a brief summary, which allows us to understand what's been going on in the session. If we really want to dive deep into the details of the session, we will scroll down further to Actions and see there all the details of the different actions taken. This is nicely clustered by the concrete application context. So you can see here, for example, that we've used the applications PowerShell and File Explorer at the beginning. Also, and this is something we are quite proud of, we are capable of surfacing critical details of a session. This includes, for example, terminal prompts, PowerShell scripts that have been executed, and also the content that has been executed, so the raw code. It includes registry keys, links, search keys, all these kind of details which are required if you really want to understand what's been going on in detail. To conclude, we also provide the context of the session in terms of what's the operating system this device is running on, how long was the session, and a few more things. AI-powered data analysis enables IT leaders to strategically manage their resources. By capturing issue types and applications used across hundreds or thousands of sessions, it helps identify patterns and recurring problems early. This allows for proactive measures, such as offering additional training or making adjustments to the IT environment to improve service quality and efficiency. A key tool in this process is the Session Analytics Dashboard, which uses AI to highlight trends in the IT environment and provides a quick overview of where time is being spent and where additional resources or training may be needed. All of this leads to improved overall service quality and efficiency. Automated summaries generate guides from past sessions, consolidating them into easy-to-follow steps that the entire team can use, creating a unified approach to solving common problems. These summaries save time and ensure that knowledge is captured and shared, scaling expertise across the team and enhancing their ability to support complex environments. Let's have another look at the product and see how we implemented these ideas. At the top of the Session Insights page, we see two graphics. On the left, issue types across all summaries, and on the right, applications across all summaries. Of course, we can use the filter bar just above the graphics to do a drill down. Let's assume we want to look deeper into the issue type application management and understand some patterns there. We'll then just filter for this type and can look at specific examples to understand what's going on. Another thing we can do is searching for keywords. In this case, let's search for edge. And if we then scroll down to the table, in this specific example, we only have one instance. We click on the instance and let's assume we've been looking for the summary regarding reinstallation of Microsoft Edge. We can just have a quick look if this is what we have been looking for, and then export this to share this with colleagues, integrate this into our knowledge base, or just keep it in our own records. TeamViewer's integration with Microsoft Teams and Copilot brings powerful support capabilities directly into the tools that teams use daily. Support agents can pull up session data, view insights, and receive AI-driven recommendations, all within the Teams environment. With cross-application support, Agents can escalate issues with detailed context, suggest solutions based on historical data, and keep everyone on the same page without switching between multiple tools. Let's say you get a support request in Teams with an issue. Using TeamViewer in Teams, the support agent can query Copilot to find out how this problem was solved in an earlier session and then quickly set up a TeamViewer session to resolve the issue in Teams. Support teams use Copilot to instantly access past session logs and guide their next steps, all seamlessly within Teams, enhancing collaboration and reducing the time spent on repetitive tasks. Let's look at a real-world example. TeamViewer in general and TeamViewer Session Insights in particular are fully integrated into Microsoft Teams and Copilot for Teams. Here's the case. A colleague reaches out asking for help with a specific IT issue. Of course, we offer our help, but also we feel we'd need a refresher for the specific issue at hand. So how do we do that? We move over to Copilot again and raise the issue at hand with Copilot, which then queries the database of past summaries. We let Copilot do the work and then see a very similar issue, if not the same, popping up. We read through the description of the past issue and have now full confidence that we can quickly and efficiently solve the issue. We get back to the colleague, share a link for the session in TeamViewer, both hop on the call and fix the issue quickly and with full confidence. TeamViewer solutions go beyond supporting IT teams in resolving IT device issues. Our augmented reality solutions are specifically designed for after-sales use cases, enabling field technicians to solve hardware problems with the help of remote experts. By using AR-powered remote guidance, technicians can receive real-time support from experts without needing them to be physically present. When encountering a complex issue, technicians can connect with remote experts who can see what they see through AR-enabled devices. Step-by-step visual instructions are overlaid directly in the technician's field of view, guiding them to resolve the issue efficiently. This approach minimizes trouble, reduces downtime, and improves first-time fix rates, ensuring rapid and effective service. We recognize that these teams face the same challenges, such as maintaining high-quality documentation and identifying recurring problems early. That's why we're creating a separate session summary solution tailored for our AR products.
When it comes to shop floor equipment, downtime is painful, but normal. Just like this robot arm that is supposed to carry out a simple pick and put operation, but right now it's stuck. The machine is smart and has realized the error, spits out the error code, but the operator on site is not a machine expert, and now they're both stuck. Luckily, the machine manufacturer leverages TeamViewer, so the operator can create a ticket on their phone and send it off to the expert. The expert assesses the ticket, connects via TeamViewer Tensor to the machine. This lets him access the machine's system and read out the error code, but the code can mean a couple of things, so a pair of eyes on site is needed. The expert augments the session by starting an Assist AR call without ever leaving their screen. By clicking the button, an invitation is sent to the machine, including a QR code that pops up on the machine's display. Now, the operator on site simply scans the QR code with their phone and accepts the call. For the expert, the Assist AR call is shown on one side of the screen, while the other keeps showing them the connected machine's interface, so all information is accessible at a glance. The 𝗬𝗲𝗍𝗍 principle of Assist AR and integrated features like sticky AR markers let the expert instruct the person on site clearly. In this case, instructing them to push the right button. Whatever the expert needs to see, the on-site person simply holds up their phone and shares the view. Supported by these real-time visuals, the expert can now identify the problem. A manual readjustment of the robot arm is needed. This task cannot be done without having visuals on the actual arm. One adjustment too far to the side could cause damage to the machine's integrity. With the help of the on-site person's visuals, the expert can move the arm out safely. and the issue is resolved. To make sure everything's running smoothly, the person on site does a test run and confirms. Problem solved.
The technology of Microsoft Azure OpenAI powers these capabilities. TeamViewer solutions leverage Azure's infrastructure for secure data collection, encryption, and smart analysis, ensuring your data is always protected and accessible. Generative AI adds the finishing touch, transforming raw session data into actionable insights, reducing it to the relevant and essential details. This combination of security, scalability, and smart AI capabilities is what sets TeamViewer apart. As TeamViewer is known as the standard in secure remote access, we have doubled down on security and data privacy controls. We have ensured that while you benefit from the full efficiency boost of our AI-powered features, you do so without compromising security or data privacy. The feature comes with full enterprise-level controls to give you the same secure TeamViewer experience, now enhanced with smarter AI-driven capabilities. Through the power of Microsoft Azure OpenAI, TeamViewer's session insights, automated summaries, and AI capabilities help IT and after-sales teams work smarter, solve problems faster, and deliver excellent service. But this is just the start. We're stepping into a new era of support, one where AI-driven insights guide smarter IT decisions, allowing teams to be proactive, addressing issues before they escalate, and bridging expert knowledge gaps. Session insights unlock smarter workflows and help your teams find their better. Thank you for joining us today. To explore more on how TeamViewer elevates your support operations, visit our website, schedule a demo, or connect with us directly. Let's work together to transform IT support and after-sales service with TeamViewer and Microsoft Azure.